Hello, and we are going to get started. We are going to start with a little bit of footwork. So go ahead and put it on 2 red springs and lie down on your back, foot centers 1 and 2, hip distance apart. All right, we're just going to start with some footwork. So go ahead and press the carriage away on the inhale, and then exhale, come back in. We're going to do this about 10 times. Inhale, press out, and exhale, come back in. Good. 8 more. 8, and exhale. Make sure you're really gathering the ribs, sinking the belly down nice and deep. About 5 more here. 5, and exhale in. And 4, and exhale in. 3, 2. Very good. Last one. I want you to stay out there. Lower your heels under the foot bar. Feel that stretch. And lift back up, high half toe. Exhale, lower the heels. And inhale, lift back up. Good. Keep going there for 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2. Lift up high, pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift back up to high half toe. Now run it out. Lower the right heel, lift the left, and switch, and switch, and switch. Very good. 5, and 5, and 4, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and 1. Very good. We are going to move along. We're going to do some standing lunges. So let's go ahead and put it on 1 red and 1 yellow spring. Okay, we are going to do some standing lunges. So go ahead and start on the right side of the machine. Again, you're going to be on 1 red and 1 yellow spring. I want you to have a low squat on your front leg, and then your knee is lifted up off the carriage with your leg that's on the carriage. Your foot is back against the shoulder block. So when you're ready, take an inhale, and then exhale, you're going to press the carriage away. Hold it there for just a moment, and then come back in and stand nice and tall. You have equal pressure on the balls of the feet. Go ahead and press out, and then exhale, come back in. Very good. Let's do about 8 more here. Press out, and exhale, come back in. Good. 7 more. 7, and exhale, nice and tall. Shoulders are down. And 6, and 5. Very good. 4, 3. We're going to stay down on the last one. Okay, 2. Come back in, grow tall. Last one, I want you to stay down there. So your front leg is bent. You're in a low squat, and your knee again is not on the carriage, but you're down there. And I just want you to pulse the carriage away. Here we go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press out all the way. Put that knee down on the carriage, and you're going to do a single thigh stretch. Very good. If you want to take off the yellow spring when you do the stretch, you can, or you can keep it on. Good. Do not overextend your lower back, and your front leg can be bent or straightened. I like to do both. You can get a hamstring stretch as well. And then you can lift up your toes with the foot that's on the ground. So enjoy that stretch for a few moments. And of course, we are going to go to the other side. So really stretch that out. And then when you're ready, go ahead and go to the other side and add back on that yellow if you took it off. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so now your other foot is up on the carriage. Again, your knee is not down. You have a low squat with that front leg. And when you're ready, take a big inhale. Exhale, you're going to press the carriage away. So you go down into that lunge. Good. Inhale, come back in. And exhale, you press out and come back in. Perfect. Press out. Come back in, grow nice and tall. Your shoulders are down. Let's do 6 more here. 6, and 5, and 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's stay back there. Again, your front leg is bent. You have equal pressure on the balls of the feet. Take big, deep breaths. And now you're going to press the carriage out, keeping that front leg bent. So it's like a little pulse. Here we go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Go ahead and put that knee down. And then you're going to do a single thigh stretch on this side. Again, you can keep the yellow on or take it off. So just go ahead and press out so you feel that nice hip flexor stretch. You're going to press your hip forward that's on the carriage and tuck your tailbone and do not overextend your lower back. And again, I like to do this with the front leg bent, and then you can also straighten it so you can add that hamstring stretch in too. So you would just lift your toes up off the ground, kind of flex your foot and enjoy that stretch. Good. While you're enjoying that stretch, we're going to let you know what's next. We're going to be doing standing elephant, and that is going to be done on one red spring. So enjoy your stretch here and get ready for standing elephant on one red spring. Okay, we are going to stand up on the machine. You want to make sure that bar is nice and secure. If you do have tight hamstrings, you can make the bar be parallel as opposed to angled forward. So again, just make it sure that it's locked in place. You can have it on one red spring or you can put it on two if you want a little bit more stability. So go up and stand up on the carriage, one hand, one foot. Your hands are going to go down on that foot bar. And I want you to kind of look between your legs so you're looking back at those two white pegs. Okay, you can have a soft bend in your legs if you feel like you need it, but you'll get a bigger stretch if you try and straighten out your legs as much as you can. Again, soft bend is fine. So you're pulling the shoulder blades back and down. Your hands are on that foot bar. Again, your gaze is through your legs. You're going to press away with the back of the legs. I want you to really reach your arms far on that foot bar. And then exhale, you're going to use your abdominal muscles to slowly bring the carriage back in. So again, you're not going out to a plank. You're pressing out with the back of your legs, keeping your tailbone lifted. And then exhale, you're going to come back in using your abdominal muscles. Good. Let's do that about 5 more here. 5. And exhale, really scoop the belly when you come in. And 4. And come back in. And 3. And come back in. 2. Good. Last one. Very good. Go ahead and keep your hands on the foot bar and just kind of sink down into a squat. And then you're going to slowly stand back up, reaching your tailbone lifted. Good. Now let's add a little high half toe. So you're going to go up into high half toe. Stay in that high half toe. If you can use the shoulder blocks as like your little high heels. But if that doesn't work for you, just keep your feet where they are. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to press away with keeping your feet lifted. And then exhale, come back in. Good. Let's do that about 4 more times. 4. Again, really hollow out the belly. Scoop, scoop, scoop when you come back in. And 3, 2, and last one. Relax. All right, we're going to add a little bit of rotation. So I want you to keep your hands on the foot bar. Go ahead and scoot your feet a little bit towards the front of the carriage, just so you have a little bit more stability. Good. And your hands are going to be on the foot bar. Your feet are flat on the carriage. Again, they're a little bit closer in. And I want you to keep your left hand on the foot bar, but you're going to take your right hand and kind of open it out. And you're going to look towards the side as you reach that arm up and back. So you're kind of rotating. So your palm is facing away from your body. And just hold that stretch. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Very good. Let's twist to the other side. So just switch your hands. Good. And open up from there. Again, if you need to bend your knees a little bit, that's totally fine. And just take a couple deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. And relax. All right. You are going to carefully come down from there. Let the blood come back to your head. And we're going to do a plank on the floor. And then I also want you to try plank on the reformer. Okay. So grab a mat if you have it there, or you can just stay put on the floor. So here we go. Get ready for that. Okay. We are going to plank. So first and foremost, I just want you to hover your knees and you're going to push into the ground with the upper body. No sagging between the shoulder blades. And then walk your feet on back. Good. Again, you can be in a high plank with your elbows and shoulders and wrists in line with each other, or you can be down onto your elbows. And then I just want you to breathe. So feel like you're pressing your heels back, or again, you can be on your knees. And exhale. Good. Big deep breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the back. Why can't I talk? Exhale through the mouth. Very good. So again, I just want you to hold as long as you can, taking deep breaths. As you're breathing, I want you to really pull your shoulders down and pull your belly button up and in. I find it's helpful to squeeze the legs together. Some people like to have it hip distance apart, so you can kind of play around with that and do which one you prefer. But I want you to feel like you're pulling your pokey hip bones towards each other, towards your navel. That will help keep your pelvis in alignment and kind of protect that back. All right, take a little breath there. And then again, we are going to do this on the carriage as well. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and you're going to have the bar all the way down. You're going to go to a blue spring. And then you have that little purple pad. You're going to put it on the wood of the platform. So go ahead and put your elbows on there and just stay on your knees and then just press out into a plank in that position. Okay. So again, we're on this moving surface, but I actually find doing it this way it's not scary. You can do it in good form. You can stay on your knees. So just stay on your knees there and hold it and breathe. If you want to keep your back flat, you can kind of press the carriage away and then exhale, you come back in. That really gets into the deep core muscles as well as the shoulder. So kind of do that a few times. And again, only go as long as you can with good and proper form. Very good. All right, take a breath there and go ahead and sink back into child's pose. Sink back into child's pose and take a few deep breaths. Okay, we're going to do lats and abs. Again, you should have a red and yellow on and ball in between the inner thighs. So bring those legs to tabletop. Your arms are reaching up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the ball tight, take a big inhale, and then exhale, lower the arms down to the side. Good. Inhale, you're going to lift back up and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift back up and exhale, lower down. Good. Let's do 5 more here. 5 and 4. Again, we are going slow and controlled. You're going to squeeze that ball tight to keep your knees and your hips in nice alignment. 3, 2, and last 1. I want you to keep your arms at your side. Really squeeze the ball tight and just take 3 big breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And relax. Very good. Put your feet on the foot bar. Take a little break there. Good, good, good. Okay, now we're going to do some T-arms. So go ahead and put those legs back into tabletop. Again, you're going to squeeze that ball. Knees and hips and feet are in perfect alignment. Arms reach up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower the arms down to the side. Turn your palms into your hips. Open your arms out to T. Exhale, when your palms come in, squeeze that ball tight. Inhale, open. And exhale, come back in, squeeze. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back in and squeeze. Let's do 3 more here. 3 and 2 and last 1. Perfect. All right, I want you to put the ball to the side, and we're just going to do a little bit of stuff with single legs going out. So reach those arms back up to the ceiling after you put that ball to the side. Legs are in tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down to the side and send your right leg out. Lift your arms back up. Bring that leg back to tabletop. Stay on that side. Lower your arms down to the side. Send that leg out, right leg, and lift back up. Let's do 4 more on this side. 4 and lift back to table. And 3 and 2 and last 1. Squeeze your legs tabletop. Reach your arms up and then put your feet down on the foot bar for a second before we go to the other side. All right, reach your arms back up to the ceiling. Legs are in tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down to the side as you send the left leg out. And then inhale, lift back up. Bring that leg back to tabletop. Exhale, lower the arms, send that leg out, and lift back up. Good. 5 more here. 5 Really reach and extend, and then pull back to tabletop. Nice and active. 4, and make sure you're breathing. Do not hold your breath. And 3, 2, and last one. Squeeze your legs tight, tabletop, reach your arms up, and roll out of that. Good. All right, we are going to do one more thing here. So go ahead and put your feet in frog tabletop. Take an inhale. Exhale, just lower your arms down to the side body. Good. Keeping your arms down at the side body, I want you to dip your heels down towards the springs. It might just be an inch or two, and that's okay. And lift back up. Really focus on the lower abdominals. Dip down and lift back up. Again, I don't want your belly to pooch, and I don't want your back to arch. So again, it might be a small move. Do 5 more here. 5. Try and keep the ribs heavy on the mat. And 4. And 3. 2. And last one. And relax. Very good. All right, next we are going to use the long box. So go ahead and get the long box ready and put it on the reformer. Okay, so we have the long box on, and you're going to have it on one red spring. I want you to grab the ball, and you are going to sit on the box with your feet on the headrest with the ball in between your inner thighs. Okay, go ahead and pick up your hand straps, and I want you to grow as tall as you can grow, high on your sitting bones. Good. I want you to take a big inhale. Your hands are by your side body. Exhale, you're going to press the arms back straight. Hold it there, right a little bit past your hips, and then exhale, you're going to come back in. Take an inhale here. Exhale, you're going to press straight back, nice and slow. Again, your inhales and exhales are same amount of time. And come back in. Good. Do 5. Again, I want you to kind of pause when you go back there and then come back in. And 4. And come back in. 3. 2. Really reach the fingertips down to the ground. And last one, I want you to stay back there. Again, you're really, really tall. Your fingertips are reaching towards the floor. This should be hard. You should feel work in your core too. I want you to pulse back with the back of the arms for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay, next we're going to do bicep curls. So go ahead and have your palms facing up. Your shoulder, elbow, and wrist are in line with each other. I want you to either hinge or scoop back, whichever you prefer. Very good. You're going to take an inhale here. Your arms are straight. Exhale, you're going to bend at the elbows and open back up. Exhale, bend and open back up. Very good. Let's do 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very good. Last one. Keep your elbows bent. Pulse your fingertips towards the ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right. Next, I want you to cross your straps, and then your knuckles are going to be up. So you're holding onto each strap, but the straps are crossed. Knuckles are up. Very good. Scoop and roll down again. Your elbows are going to stay really, really wide, about chest height. If you want to clutch onto the ropes to have a little bit more tension, you can do that. You're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, you're just going to pull your elbows back and then return back to that starting position. Again, keep your elbows high and lifted and pull back. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and come back in. Good. Do that about 6 more times for 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, and last one, and then come up from there. Good. All right, we're going to do all that again. So again, you have a red box on, or red box, you have a red spring on, and we're going to start with the chest expansion again. So uncross your straps and just bring your fingertips down to the side body. You still have that ball in between your inner thighs. So take a big inhale here. Exhale, press the arms back further. Again, reach down towards the ground. Inhale in, exhale, you press back further and come back in. Good. 8 more here. 8. Try and not rush through it. and 7. I like to squeeze that inner ball or inner thigh on the ball nice and tight when you press back. 5 more. 5, 4. Make sure your inhales and exhales are same amount of time. 2 more here. 2. Last one. Hold it back there. Just take 3 big breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Contract through your abdominals. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And let's relax. Good job. All right. Time for bicep curls again. So again, your palms are facing up. Your shoulder blades are pulled back and down. Let's add either a scoop or a hinge. You're still squeezing that ball tight. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows for bicep curl and return back to that starting position. Bend at the elbows and return back to that starting position. Good. 6 more. 6. Open and 5 and 4, 3, 2. Good. Last one. Hold it there. Squeeze the ball tight. Again, we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, another set of our little upright rows. So you're going to cross your straps. Again, if you want more resistance, you can hold on to the knots or the ropes. Again, add a scoop or a hinge. I want your elbows to be uplifted and nice and wide, but do not lift your shoulders up. So take an inhale here. Exhale, you're going to kind of pull your both elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then come back in. And pull back and come back in. Perfect. Good. Let's do 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Very good. Okay, we are going to continue with the long box. You're still seated on it. Let's just do some roll downs. You can switch to a blue spring here, or you can stay on the red. So you're just going to have your arms kind of like hug tree arms. You're going to take an inhale here. Exhale, you're going to scoop and roll down through each vertebrae, nice and slow. Keep your feet on the headrest. Keep squeezing the ball, and then exhale, you're going to roll back up. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, scoop and roll down. And then you're going to roll back up. Good. Let's do 5 more here. 5. And roll back up. And 4. And roll back up. 3. And 2. And last 1. Perfect. Okay, come up from there. And next we're going to do some standing glute kickbacks. So you are going to stay on a red. If you're not on a red, go to a red and put your short box on. Okay, so we are going to do some more, not lunges. These are more for glutes. So I want you to just stand on the side of the machine just like you did for your standing lunges. But I want you to put your foot, your inside foot, flat against the center of the short box. It probably won't really be in the center of the short box just because anatomy doesn't go that way, but try and get it closest to the middle so the box doesn't move all around. Good. Your bottom foot is just going to be where it was for the standing lunges. So add a little bit of a squat, but not a super low squat. And I want you to feel like you're squeezing your sitting bones together. And you can hold on to the foot bar if you need to. Again, you're on a red. You're going to take an inhale. And exhale, you're going to press that box away. And then come back in. Remember, you have a soft bend to that front leg. Press the box away and come back in. It's not going to move as far as it did for the lunge because this is more focus on glutes as opposed to those quads. So squeeze your butt together as you press out and come back in. Good. Let's do 6 more here. 6, 5. We are going to hold and pulse because that's what we do. 4, 3, 2. All right, I want you to stay back there again. Your front leg is bent. Hold it there. Tiny, tiny move. Pulse back 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right, go to the other side. All right, you're going to get in that same position, soft bend in that standing leg, equal pressure on the balls of the feet. The other foot is against that short box. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to press the box away. Try and straighten your leg out as much as you can and then come back in. Good. Press out and come back in. And press out. Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, let's stay back there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Pulse back further for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Good. All right, we are going to do some more work standing on the machine. Again, you have to be super careful when you do this. Let's go to a red and yellow so you have a little bit more stability. And just keep the short box on so it's there. Just sometimes it makes you feel a little bit better. When it's there, it's closer to hold on to. So you're going to get on very careful, one hand, one foot. Step onto the wooden platform first and go ahead and stand up there. So one foot's on the wooden platform and one foot is on the carriage. Very good. Your arms are going to go out to the side. All right, here we go. You're going to take your leg out. Just keep your leg straight. And then exhale, use the inner thigh and the pelvic floor to drag the carriage back in. Just go out as far as you feel comfortable. Go ahead and press out. Again, we have straight legs. And then exhale, come back in. Press out. Come back in. Good. Let's do 4 more here. 4. Again, your arms go out and then exhale. You can bring them back to your side as you come in, like you're doing a jumping jack. 3. And come back in. 2. Make sure you're breathing and not rushing through the motions. Good. Last 1. And come back in. Very good. All right. Go ahead and you're going to kind of squat down. Good. Your leg on the platform is going to stay put. So you're squatted down, your leg is staying put on the platform. If you want to hold on to the bar to have a little bit of help there, you can. And then I just want you to take your leg that's on the carriage and you're just going to press it out to the side like a little skater and then come back in. Press it out and come back in. Good. Press it out and come back in. Do about 6 more here. 6 and 5 and 4. Stay down nice and low. 3, 2, and last 1. And relax. Go up and grow nice and tall. All right, we're going to do the other side. And I am going to offer, if you want to do this on a blue spring, you are welcome to do that. It is going to be a little more challenging balance-wise, and it is a little more control, and it'll be more challenging for the inner thigh. So why don't we stick with the red and yellow to start? And then if you want to hit pause after this and try it with the blue spring, you can do that. Just make sure you're real careful. So we're just going to go to the other side, put it on that red and yellow if it's not on there. And again, you get on careful, one hand, one foot. One foot's on the platform, the other foot's on the carriage. Keeping your legs nice and straight. You're going to press the carriage out, reach your arms up to the side, again, like a little jumping jack. Exhale, when you bring the carriage back in, the arms go down to the side. Good. Press the carriage away, inhale. And then exhale, you come back in. Good. Let's do 6 more here. 6 and 5, 4. Again, try not to lean forward or back. Equal pressure. 3, 2, and last 1. Very good. All right, now you're going to squat down. Again, your foot on the carriage does not move. You're going to keep that planted there. Your both knees are bent. And then you are just going to take the carriage with the foot on the carriage and just press it out straight. And then exhale, come back in. But you're staying down low. Press it out like a little skater and then come back in. You can have your hands on your thighs. You can have one hand on the foot bar, but I want you to try and stay down low. Keep your shoulders down. They want to round out when you're doing this. Good. Do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and last 1. And relax. Come on in. Again, if you want to try this on either side on a single blue spring, just make sure you're real careful. It is a little more challenging because it's less spring weight and you have to control the carriage and it's more on the inner thigh. So just come down real careful. If you want to try that, hit pause and do it on the blue. And then we're going to get back to our work. All right, we're going to continue with some outside hip work, okay? So we're going to go to a blue spring and then you're going to lay down on your side. You can use a little ball and a washcloth as like your little pillowcase. Okay, your bottom leg can be bent or straightened out in front of you, whichever is more comfortable. You're going to put that foot strap on your top leg, on your foot, down by your arch. I want you to try and keep your pelvis nice and stable. So the back of your head and like your tailbone and your heel should all be in one straight line. Good. Once you get that all ready, I want your legs to stay real straight. You're just going to lift that top leg up, inhale, and then exhale, lower back down. Good. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, lower back down. Good. Let's do about 5 more. 5 and 4, 3, 2, last 1. Good. Again, your leg is in line. Your pelvis is nice and beautiful alignment. Go ahead and reach that top leg forward and then drag it back. So you're just taking it in front of you and then pulling it back. Do 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Very good. All right, let's go to the other side. So climb out of there and go ahead and lay on your side on the other side. Good. Okay, so put that strap on that top leg. When you are ready, you are going to lift that top leg up and then lower back down. Good. Lift that top leg up and lower back down. Good. 6 more here. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Very good. All right, now we're going to sway it forward and back. So when you are ready, you sway that leg forward and exhale, you bring it back. Good. Push forward and then drag your leg back. Again, hips don't move. Do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Perfect. All right, you are going to take that ball out from you don't need that pillow anymore, and then take that foot strap off. Then you're going to climb up out of there, and I want you to put it on 2 red springs, and you're going to lay down on your back and put on both foot straps on the bottom part of your arch. So get yourself all situated there, both foot straps on, bottom part of your arch. Good. All right. We are just going to lower and lift. So go ahead and lower your legs down. Squeeze your legs together. want you to act like you got a ball or a ring in between those legs, and then lift back up. Good. Lower down. Try and keep your tailbone down so you get that good stretch here. And lift back up. Good. Let's do 6 more here. 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay. Let's put your heels together and your toes are apart and bend back to frog tabletop and then press out. Bend back to frog and press out. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right. Lift your legs to your top range of motion. You can either be turn out or parallel and just lower your legs straight down and lift back up. Lower down and lift back up. Good. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's change direction of the circle. So out and around and lift. Out and around and lift. Good. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Very good. All right, lower your legs down to your low range, and then I want you to open your legs out real wide. Flex your feet. Try and keep your hips squared. You can hold on to the ropes here. That's what I like to do. And just bend one of your legs into turnout tabletop. So this is Peter Pan. And just hold it there and enjoy that stretch for a moment. And take big deep breaths. Big inhale and big exhale. Good. Big inhale and big exhale. Very good. All right, you're going to switch sides. So switch sides. And again, I like to hold on to the ropes here to kind of just increase that stretch a little bit and take some big deep breaths. Big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Big inhale and big exhale. And one more breath here. And relax. Perfect. All right, I want you to climb out of the foot straps. And once you get out of that, I just want you to come around to the outside of the machine. Good. And you're just going to stand like on the outside of the machine by the foot bar. So like the front of the machine by the foot bar. And you're facing the foot bar. So go ahead and put your hands on the foot bar. You have equal pressure on the balls of your feet. And then I just want you to press back into a stretch, kind of similar to elephant, but you're on the ground. So just really press those hips back. Good. Very good. All right. So really feel that nice stretch. Kind of let your shoulders come up for a little bit. Feel that stretch, kind of give into that reformer. Then you're going to bend your elbows just a little bit, and then you're going to kind of slide your body up through your arms and come up and kind of reverse that. And you're just going to kind of do that back and forth. Good. And after you do that a few times, you can just let go of the foot bar and your legs are pretty straight. They might have a soft bend, and you're just going to let your arms feel heavy as they reach down to the ground, and then just kind of like go side to side. So your hips are going to shift just ever so slightly, but just let your arms feel kind of heavy and just go side to side. Good. And then you're going to pause in the middle and then take an inhale here. And then exhale, you're just going to start stacking your spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Once you get nice and tall, take your arms, reach them out to the side, reach them up and overhead. Take a big inhale. Squeeze your hands together at the top above your head, and then exhale, you're going to open your arms out, like kind of like jazz hands, and then take a big exhale and bring your arms down to your side. and you are finished. Feel free to do that or enjoy some more stretches if you'd like, and have a great day. Thank you.